Welcome back to the Scotland 9-hole Cup Expert Division qualifying round, hole number 2. Here we're going to be setting up for a sniper rough bump. We're using a luminary type ball, P5 side spin 2 plus wind 3 ball. You'll need APOC 5 plus for this shot and a sniper 9 plus for the approach. We're going to be setting up at the top of the plus 20. So APOC 5 and 6, you'll have 2/3 of the white ring in the right rough at the top of the 20. APOC 7, you'll have 1/3 of the white ring in the right rough at the top of the plus 20. And then APOC 8 is white ring touching the right rough at the top of the plus 20. Going to be a straight push. If anything, you want to favor a slight 631 push here. And so what I mean by that is if we're looking at our wind arrow, and we draw a line through the center, you want it to flicker more to this side than this side, right? So have your flicker favor more to the left of your center line than to the right. Straight, if anything, favor the 631 versus the 629. P4 plus 5% max is our adjustment. P4 numbers plus 5% max. And we're using a half a ball of right curl. So the center line is touching the left side of the ball. And we're not using any OP, or if we're using OP, it's very minimal. What I can tell you is because I don't have curl lines, I'm using the bottom of my ball just off of the triangle here so that there's a small gap between the bottom of the ball and the top of the triangle. And then the left side of my ball is touching the center line here. So those are my two references to ensure that I don't add any extra overpower or underpower on this shot, so that I'm always getting the same amount of power every time I play the shot. That's what I want it to look like, right? This shot is probably minor great right safe, but we can't, it's going to be into the wind. So hopefully, minor great rights should be safe. I know minor great lefts are safe, but we have to kind of push the drive a little bit so that we can get into sniper range for the albatross. So do your best to hit perfect or, a very minor great. Anything 380 plus should put you in the appropriate range to play the sniper rough bump. 5.8 topspin only for the drive, and P4 plus 5% max for your adjustment. For the approach shot, the adjustment is P4 numbers plus 25% elevation at slider. We're going to be setting up in plus yards. We're using P5 plus yard numbers, P4 plus 25 in the app. We're always using 3 top spin and 2 left spin. We're not using any curl or any overpower. And for the approach shot, we're going to push this one the same way that we pushed the drive. We're going to try and push it as straight as possible. But if anything, you want to favor a slight 631 push over a 629. All right. And so what we're going to do is with spin added, we're going to have the tip of the ball guide even with the back of the cup, and we're going to have the ball guide splitting the right edge of the cup. So if you look here, I'm going to actually have the right side of the ball guide or the left side of the ball guide touching the right edge of the cup on this one, and I'm going to come in on the right hand side of the hole, and that's why we've modified the offset here, so that we're going to split the right edge of the cup with the ball guide, and we're going to have the tip of the ball guide even with the back of the hole. So right here, I'm just outside the right edge of the cup. You're going to have that ball guide splitting the right edge of the cup, and then you're going to want it touching the line just above the hole or even with the top of the cup, which is basically the same thing. If you look closely, there's a line that is just above the hole, right? So that's kind of what we're looking at. You want to be just even with or just past the back of the cup, and then split the right edge of the cup with the tip of the ball guide. And that should have you coming in more center cup. Again, straight, if anything, favors slight 631. But, we're trying to push this one straight. No curl, no OP. Do your best to hit perfect. Hopefully, you'll be walking away from hole number 2 with the albatross. Now, there are going to be different wind angles that will most likely come into play on this one. Of course, how you push it will also play into it, and wind strength and how far you are into your club, right? So I think I was set up at the 16 there. If you're set up, closer to the 19, it might play a little bit different. Or if you're set up closer to the 12, might play a little bit different, further or less into your club. But this is a good base shot. It'll give you a good opportunity and a good chance at the albatross. Spend a little bit of time, practice the shot, make sure that, it's coming in for you the same as it is for us. And if you need to, make some minor adjustments so that you can hopefully walk away from this one with the albatross. Good luck, everyone. I hope you get the drop. P4 plus 25% at slider, 3 top, 2 left always. Tip of the ball guide, splitting the right edge of the cup and even with the back of the cup. And our plus yard numbers are as follows. I'm going to give you from the plus 10 up. So the plus 10 is 70, 11 is 72, 12 is 75, 13 is 77 slider, 14 is 80, 15 is 82, 16 is 85, plus 17 is 87, 18 is 90, 19 is 92, 20 is 95, 21 is 97, and plus 22 is 100% slider. Now, if you're set up at the 20, 21, 22, there is a slight headwind on the approach shot. You may have to play it with a little bit of OP, or you can try to set it a little bit further back and add some topspin so that you don't have to pull into OP. I'll leave that up to you. Personally, for me, I would just try and play it with a little bit more OP if I ended up pulling into some OP, just because I don't want to run out of time. So I think it'll just, you still walk away with your eagle, your safe eagle, and you'll still have a chance at the albatross. Don't risk timing out on this one and walking away with a birdie. Good luck.